Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Shomo Roy, and today I'll be presenting my paper with the title Adaptive Robotic Manipulator Simulation for Enhanced Drinking and Feeding Assistance. So our paper ID is 195. So starting with the abstract, in our research, we generally found that manipulators are used using teleoperation to conduct feeding and drinking assistance for patients who suffer from diseases such as Parkinson's disease. Most of these patients are seated on a wheelchair when they are treated at hospitals or even at home supervision. Since feeding and drinking tasks require high precision, and we also need to consider the safety aspect of a person before conducting any kind of assistive task. We need to optimize the path that the robot plans to conduct any kind of an assistance task. Hence, we have used a reinforcement learning approach to plan a path for the robot to conduct its assistive task. So, out of few of the papers that we went through, we realized that existing reinforcement learning approaches need to be generalized when we use them for various manipulation tasks. As you can see here, where there is a Jayco robot lifting a block and there is a Baxter robot lifting a particular block. But still, we need to make robust reinforcement learning systems without compromising the safety during any kind of a manipulation task. Hence, we need to improve the real error time handling, which is important during conducting assistive tasks such as feeding and drinking. So, out of the papers that we have studied, we have analyzed that there were many assistive robots which were using some kind of a feedback, like haptic feedback, thermal feedback. We also studied the state of the art reinforcement learning algorithms, especially based on behavioral primitives to conduct any kind of manipulation task. Lastly, we also studied mobile based robots where a manipulator using PID controller to conduct the assistive task or any kind of a manipulation task. Further, we also analyzed that it was best to put a assistive kind of a robot on a wheelchair to conduct both feeding and drinking tasks, but these were generally done using teleoperation. And we also analyzed different papers where we were analyzing the mouth poses to conduct the feeding action, and we also analyzed few systems where a depth of a camera was used to analyze the mouth pose and thereby conduct the assistive task. Hence, in our methodology, we propose three scenarios of feeding and drinking tasks which are done using three robots, that is a Jayco robot, Baxter robot and a Sawyer robot, where you can see here in the simulation the Jayco robot, Sawyer robot and the Baxter robot as conducting the feeding and the drinking assistance using three reinforcement learning algorithms, that is PPO, proximal policy approximation, which is used for stable learning by using a value optimized network to estimate the value function. Next, we have also used soft actor critic algorithm, which optimizes the policy network and maps more of the exploration and by observing the probability distributions over actions and adjusting the entropy temperature parameters to retain its balance. And lastly, we have also applied the deep deterministic policy gradient, where it is a reinforcement learning algorithm for continuous spaces by introducing actors and critics by storing past experiences and making fine-tuned gain control for continuous actions to reduce the noise during the exploration. So in our results, we have analyzed that Jayco provides excellent precision for small scale movements, whereas Sawyer strikes Royal Robot strikes a balance between precision and flexibility, and Baxter Robot is excellent for multitasking since it consists of two arms. Hence, to conclude, I would say that our study shows that the Jaco, Sawyer, and Baxter robot paired with algorithms, that is the PPO proximal policy optimization, SAC soft actor critic, and DDPG, that is deep deterministic policy gradients, offers its own unique advantages and unique strengths for assistive tasks such as feeding and drinking. Out of our study, we have analyzed that there is no single algorithm which suits all the scenarios, which emphasizes the need of a tailored algorithm which would suit the robot algorithm scenario to optimize performance. In the results, we also underscore the potential of robotic system to make people's life easier, especially the people seated on the wheelchair, by creating less physical and emotional strain for both the patients and the caregiver who is helping the particular patient. Hence, this is our references, and I would thank you for putting